friends, welcome to Rajashekhar classes on ethical hacking. This is lecture number 35. In this lecture, we will try to demonstrate DNS enumeration and zone transfer using host tool. In this lecture, we will try to make use Kali Linux. Let me recall first class of active reconnaissance. You can say it concerns DNS and mail server enumeration. When you try to get some information about an organization, you will try to find out what name servers they use, what are the email servers most of them are using. So if you can have a list of email servers, then you can get lot of information because those are the servers which are most widely accessed in the network. The attackers create some kind of active connections, like for example through TCP they are trying to establish a connection that is an active connection, and some questions or some queries are directly sent to those machines. It is sending some queries and responses coming back. Based on the response, you are trying to make some deductions what is actually happening. DNS or mail server enumeration that we are talking about is the process of locating all DNS servers and their corresponding records. What information is there in the DNS server? So recall, in the DNS server there is a lot of useful information like IP address, domain name, and some other miscellaneous information. If you can get access to the DNS servers, you can have all those information like usernames, computer names, their IP addresses, and so on. So some tables are maintained inside DNS servers where all this information is available. The attacker will have a fair idea of how big and how small the organization is depending on how many DNS servers and how many users are there. So when I am trying to mount an attack, what will be the size or dimension of my attack? How difficult it will be, I can have an estimate of that. So here there are many tools which can be used like NSLOOKUP, host, dig. DNS server contains records which are used for mapping of host names and IP addresses. So in general, if we type any request, say we are typing google.com, then our request will go to DNS server, and then DNS server will resolve IP address for that website, and the request will be forwarded to that particular IP address. So by enumerating DNS server and mail server, we can collect information such as host name, DNS record name, DNS record type, IP address of the system, expected size of the organization, the system which we can target for attack, etc. If the DNS server is not configured properly, then we can mount an attack as well to delete the DNS records or to replace some DNS records. The system which is used for DNS server generally uses port number 53. This point is important. Let me repeat. The system which is used for DNS server The system which is used for DNS server generally uses which port number? Port number, I can say port number 53, isn't it? Anyway, we will try to understand. For DNS enumeration, various tools can be used such as dig tool, NS lookup tool, host tool, DNS enum, DNS recon, and many more. We will try to understand all these tools. In this particular lecture, I will discuss about host tool. Let us try to understand how DNS enumeration can perform using host tool. This tool is available in Kali Linux. Before using any tool, first check what options available with the tool using either -h or I can say help-h or help. Let me show otherwise. Just see host space -h. What does it mean? Just see this one. Just see this one. This is actually host space -h, isn't it? What does it mean? This one. So to use host tool, we have to use keyword host. This is keyword. This one is host is keyword. Keyword host, and then we can use some options with the host name or the target name, isn't it? These are the different options. Host -t small t, specify the query type, isn't it? -capital U, enable UDP mode. Just try to explore all these options. How can I get these options? I am checking options for host tool. Simple command. Here I am typing host space -h, isn't it? So these options are used to collect. Here we have so many options. What is the purpose? Used to collect. What will you collect? Collect some specific type of information. Some specific type of info, isn't it? After some specific type of information. Host tool can also be used to resolve. This particular tool, this tool can be used to resolve. You can resolve IP addresses. IP address for any website. To resolve IP address, host tool can also be used to resolve the IP address for any website. Let's use host tool. Let me say like this. So let's use the host tool for DNS enumeration. We will try to use this particular tool for DNS enumeration, isn't it? Let me make use one simple command. What it is? Just host. Let me say like this. Just here I am writing. What am I writing? This one. Host. The command will be host space nptel.ac.in. So we are giving website name directly, isn't it? We are giving website name directly. So this is the result. Just see, you can see the result. You can see the result. This is the result of which command? host.nptel.ac.in. IP address, we are getting just say IP address, isn't it? IP address of nptel.ac.in, and it's using mail servers. Just see, you can see the mail servers. These are the mail servers. You can see the mail servers. You can get the IP addresses as well as even you can get the mail servers. These are the names of the mail servers, isn't it? These are the different names: ASP, mx3.google, email.com, and ALT2, aspmx.l.google.com. What are they? They are mail servers. Mail servers used by what? Used by nptel.ac. Data name of the mail servers. The number. Just see here. It's showing the number. What is this particular number? The number here represent the priority of mail servers. That's important, isn't it? Let me run this particular host command with another. Let's run host command for another website. Let me say host space iitkgp.ac.in. Just see, this one is host.iitkgp. IP address of the website. What is this IP address of that particular iitkgp.203.110.242.36? Isn't it? IP address of the website, and it's using two mail servers. Isn't it? What are that mail servers? This is mx1.iitkgp.ac.in and another one is mx2.iitkgp.in. Anyway, this I already discussed. What is this? Priority of the mail servers. Priority of the mail servers. How many mail servers do we have? You have two mail servers. To see the mail server or name server, we can use which option? We can use option T with keyword ns. I already discussed in help command. Just see, host space -t. What is the purpose? What am I saying here? To see the mail server, to see the mail server or name server, we can use which option? -t option with keyword. With which keyword? With keyword ns. Isn't it? Just say keyword. Let us see the name servers used by NPTEL. Name servers used by NPTEL. How can I see the name servers used by NPTEL? Just see host space, here I am typing host space -t space ns space nptel.ac.in. If I type this one, what will you get? Just see nscloud a3.google domains.com, nscloud a4.google-domains.com, nscloud a1 google-domains.com, nscloud a2 google domain. How many mail servers? 1, 2, 3. There are 4 mail servers, isn't it? That means NPTEL, what is the meaning of this one? NPTEL is using Google. NPTEL is using Google as DNS provider, isn't it? Yes. Okay. If DNS server is not configured properly, then what you have to do? Just let me say like this. Okay, let me repeat. If the DNS server is not configured properly, then we can transfer the zone data. Zone transfer. Actually, what is zone transfer? What does it mean? Zone transfer. Zone transfer, let me say, is the process. Basically what it is? Zone transfer is the process of copying. You have to copy. Process of copying the contents of the zone file. Contents of the zone file on a primary DNS. Let me say primary DNS server. Primary DNS server to a secondary DNS server. We will try to understand this zone transfer in detailed manner in our future classes. Time being, let me say like this. This particular DNS zone transfer uses, which commands DNS zone transfers using, there is a using the AXFR protocol. This is the protocol name, isn't it? Protocol are the simplest mechanism to replicate DNS records across DNS servers. I will discuss in detail about this particular protocol in future classes. Time being, let me say like this. How can I say? Host, just see here I am using a particular command. What is this command? Just see, host, this is host space -l nptel.ac.in nscloud a3.googledomains.com. What does it mean? What is this one? This command, the host space -l and then host name, isn't it? After that, just see host space -l. What is this? This is nptel.ac.in. What is this? This is host name. This is host name, isn't it? Host name. After that, giving name server. What is this? ns cloud ns cloud a3 google.domains.com. This is this is name server. Few minutes back I discussed. This is the name server, isn't it? Yes. So we are using name server. Which name server are using? ns cloud a3.googledomains.com. So if zone transfer is allowed, or if the file is not configured properly, then we will see the zone data in the tab. It is in this particular tab, isn't it? It is reporting. What it is reporting? It is reporting that transfer is failed. Just see here, refused, isn't it? It is reporting that transfer is failed. That means the website is configured properly and it does not allow transfer of zone data. Which website is configured properly? nptel.ac.in. So let's try a website which allows zone transfer. This nptel.ac.in is not allowing zone transfer, isn't it? It is configured properly, isn't it? Now what we will do, now let me check with some other website. So now let's zone transfer. Let me say so host tool is reporting that. Let me say like this. Let's try a website which allows zone transfer. So first we will use host command for the website. Which website? zonetransfer.me. Just see here, what am I saying here? Just see host. Just let me say like this. Yes, this one. Just see host space zonetransfer.me. Once if I say, so host tool is reporting what it is reporting here. It is reporting this one, isn't it? What it says, it's giving IP address and also 1 2 3 4 5 6. It's so host tool is reporting that these many mail servers, these many, let me say like this, these are the mail servers used by host, which is which host? Zone transfer.me. That we must understand. Now let's zone transfer.me using which name servers? How can I find name servers? This is just simple host. Yes, just see. Yes, just see host. Let me say like this. Host space -t. Just see this one. This is the query. Host command. This is the command. Host -t space ns space zone transfer.me. Zone transfer.me using how many? Zone transfer.me using 2 name servers. 2 name servers, isn't it? 2 name servers. Yes. What are those name servers? First one is nsZMT.digi ninja. Another one nsZTMN.tm1.dg.ninja, isn't it? These are 2 name servers. That means it is using which name servers? It is using DG, DG. It is using DG as DNS provider, isn't it? Now let's perform zone transfer. How can I perform zone transfer? Just see, it's simple. So the command is, what is the command? Just let me say this one, host space, just let me check this one. Okay, host space, I am performing host space -l, otherwise let me write host space, just I am writing here, host space -l zone transfer.me, zone transfer.me space, what is this? What is the name server? I am using name server nsZTM2.digi.ninja. This is name server name, isn't it? You can write any one of its name server. We have 2 name servers. Just see here, I have 1 name server. Which name server am I writing? I am writing this nsZTM2.digi.ninja name server. Now you can see here, you can see the zone transfer.me has particular address, what's the name server, and different informations, email related information, DC office information, isn't it? You can get different types of information related to zone transfer. Just go through this one. If you, I will spend time on this particular zone transfer in future classes, also different protocols associated with zone transfer. Let me go to my Kali Linux terminal. This is my Kali Linux terminal. Yes, let me enter password. Yes, this is my Kali Linux terminal. Just see this one. What am I doing here? Just host space -h. It will give all the options available for our which tool? Host tool. In this lecture, what we discussed about host tool. After that, what I did, just see host space nptel.ac.in. I am giving directly, but that time internet is not connected. Therefore, again I connected my system. Again I typed host.nptel.ac.in. This one is host.nptel.ac.in. What will it give? Host.nptel.ac.in means it's giving all this information. What information? Just see this information. This is it is giving IP address, it's giving mails, it's giving mail servers, isn't it? Yes. Okay, this one I am saying host for same thing. I am applying IIT-KGP host.IITKGP.ac.in, and I am able to find 2 mail servers and that particular IIT.KGP.ac.in IP address. And also I am trying to find name servers corresponding to nptel.ac.in host space -t. Just you can see -t option here. What is the -t option? Just check it out. This is, just see, specifies the query type. This query is which type of query? We are interested in finding name servers. Host space -t ns means you are getting nscloud.a2.google.com, nscloud.a1.googledomains.com, nscloud.a3.googledomains.com. Host, again we are performing host space -l. I am trying to find zone transfer, but as nptel.ac.in is configured properly, it is not allowing us to use this zone transfer, for which we considered a website whose name is zonetransfer.me, for which I am getting different servers, and we are performing zone transfer for this one. Just go through this one. If you go through, if you have any difficulty, just keep it. This is host hyphen space ns zone transfer.me, for which we already performed. What we performed which zone transfer for this particular one, isn't it? Yes. Just go through, just go through this. If you have any difficulty, just keep a comment so that we will try to understand things. Just see here, what am I doing? Let me show this one. Here we are performing. What we are performing? Host space hyphen L. Let me show this one like this. Just see. Host space hyphen L. Yes. Host space hyphen L space zone transfer dot me ns ztm2 dot tmt2 dot digis dot ninja. This is a name server, isn't it? This is as we performed successfully this zone transfer. It's giving messages related to this zone transfer. Just go through this one. If you have any difficulty, please keep a comment. Thank you very much.